Hi, Tim Qualls along with Steve Boyd down here at Brandywine Chrysler Jeep on the Kirkwood Highway. And Steve and I were talking off camera. I'm telling you, I'm just blown away. It's like if your mom and dad's having a car lot, so come pick out a car and you can pay me back without paying me any interest. I mean, it's phenomenal, Steve.
It really is, and that's what we got going on here. It's the summer of Jeep here at Brandywine, and Chrysler's giving us some great rebates that are available right now. You know, rebates like on these select inventory units, you can save up to $5,000, $6,000, even $7,000 on some Cherokees. But on the Renegade and on the Grand Cherokee and on the Cherokee and on the Compass, if $5,000 and $6,000 doesn't light your fire, you could choose 0% for 72 months, 6 full years on Grand Cherokee and Cherokee, and no payments for 90 days. That's like buying a car now and not having a payment until Christmas, okay? And on the Compass and the Renegade, you can go 0% for 75 months with no payments until Christmas.
Yeah, and just, you know, when you're talking about that, I mean, I want, because it's all about monthly payments. And when you're talking about not putting interest on there and taking that dollar and breaking that down, dividing it, I mean,
it's simple, Tim. You finance $21,600 for 72 months, your payment's $300. 72 times 300 is $21,600. There's not a penny of interest on there.
Yeah, so it's just unbelievable, like you said. But you do have these on special. Some people, you know,
Some people pay cash.
Yeah, well, I got to figure out, you know, which is better for them to get 5,000, you know, the new price, you know, when you talk about a discount on this Grand Cherokee here, you know, which is better for me.
Yeah, exactly. It all depends on the amount you're financing, and that's what we'll figure out for you. You know, there's a tipping point. Sometimes the interest on the loan, if the interest on the loan is, you know, more than $5,000, you know, then you're going to take the 0%. Okay? If it's only interest on the loan only amounts to $3,000, because say you're only borrowing, you know, $15,000 or $20,000, then you're better off taking the rebates, because otherwise you're giving away the extra money.
Yeah, so it's you know, some figuring, and that's where I can tell you the family here at Brandywine Chrysler Jeep, and I'm one of the family because I've bought my last 2 vehicles here. The family does a figure and helps you figure those things out, because now you're coming into, you know, different rebates too you got to throw in there.
Absolutely. There's all kinds of different rebates out there. And, you know, we've got special rebates that people qualify for, and we got special rebates that some people don't qualify for. So we find out which car you want. We take the VIN number of that car. We find out your name. We find out your address. And we run the VIN number with your name and your zip code, and we see if you have any special rebates available for you. Then we find out if you're coming out of a lease of a competitor's car, or you're a returning lessee that's in a Chrysler product. You get an extra rebate for that. We find out if you're in the military or you're retired from the military. You get an extra rebate for that. We find out if you're a realtor or not. There's a realtor rebate on Grand Cherokees if you're part of the National Association of Realtors. There's even a farmer's rebate for people if you're a farmer. So we ask a lot of questions because we're trying to save you money. You know, and it's not my money, it's your money, and it comes from Chrysler. So we want to help you the cheapest way to get into the car.
Because it doesn't affect the Steve and these guys here. It affects Chrysler, and it's just what they try to find all the value they possibly can. I'll never forget, you know, coming in here looking at a lease vehicle, and sometimes, you know, you got all these specials on right now, but being guided is the important thing, and that's what the more information your guys know, the better they can help you, you know. And when I say that, if you want a Grand Cherokee, they're not going to say, well, you can get into this over here, but, you know, Grand Cherokee is what you want. Let's figure out the best option for that.
Absolutely. And then, you know, on top of all that, we have all these rebates. We have all this special financing. Then we have what they call select inventory. And that's when, you know, we're showing you this row that has special on the window and yellow tags and all that. There's an extra $1,000 from Jeep just because this is a select inventory unit. Is there anything wrong with it? Absolutely nothing. They're all brand new, factory fresh cars, but the factory picks out 20% of our total inventory, okay, and it designates them select inventory and puts an extra rebate on them 20%. So at brandywinejeep.com, you can go right on there, go right across the menu at the top for new cars. It'll drop down, and you can hit Select Inventory, and it'll show you the page with every single Select Inventory unit we have on there that has extra savings over and above every other car on the lot.
Yeah, and you know, that I thought that was a great incentive that Chrysler kicked into when they talk about that, because it gives you a reason. Hey, wait a minute, there's that vehicle I've been looking for, and it's less than I can get it anywhere else, because your select inventory is going to be different from somebody else's select inventory.
Absolutely, and what happens is that it's a constantly fluid page. So from the 1st of the month till the 17th of the month, okay, as we sell the cars, all the cars that are sold that are select inventory that before the 17th, they get replaced for the 18th to the 30th with new ones, because the extra cars to make up the 20%. So it's constantly changing. If you don't see something you like now, check back after the month's halfway through.
Yeah, so that's important. It's something I new to me, Steve. So, you know, when you're talking about that, what a great incentive for folks out there that want that particular vehicle, particular color, whatever, to go on here and say, well, Steve's got it on. There it is. Let's go. We're not going to get it any more value than what we are on that vehicle right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll tell you, right now, in the summer, is when the deals are the best. Why? Because we're in the model year changeover from 19 to 20 right now. All the rebates and incentives are on the 19s. And they're moving fast. If you look at everything I have coming in, I have like 90 cars coming in. Only 5 of them are 2019 models. The rest are 2020s. So what we have on the lot is going to fluidly change, and it's going to change quickly. So come on down and get it while, you know, strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, because now you got to wait another year before you're going to get those types of rebates, if they even come back, you know, with the different things right now that's going on. But I want to show the massness of inventory. You had a front line that you didn't even see, all Jeep Wranglers. Then you come back here, and they, you know, it just goes on and on and on, the amount of inventory that you guys have. And then you got another lot down the street.
You've got here, we've got storage out back, and we've got a storage lot down the street. So we have over 280 cars available. The lot only holds, you know, probably about 140, 150, okay? But we have them in the storage lots. And everything that we have, you know, you can see online.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is coming back over to it, if we walk down that select line, which is a good line, but we're not talking about the select line for those incentives that's going on right now for Grand Cherokee. What all are they now?
0% for 72 months on a Grand Cherokee with no payment for 90 days. We have some Grand Cherokees that have savings up to $6,000 on them, you know, being the select inventory units and so forth like that. And we have great lease specials on them. $229 a month on a 36-month lease on a Grand Cherokee. So that's real good. Now, the other car that we didn't show is right up here at the end of the row here, and that's the new Jeep Compass. Brand new this year for 2018, 2019. We're sold out of 18s. These are 19s. We got 20s coming in. 0% for 75 months on these. And these have savings of up to $6,000 on them. So 0%, 75 months. That's 6 years, 3 months, no interest whatsoever, and you don't have to make a payment for 90 days.
What are you showing that one for? Show that blue one. I mean, I'm looking at that. That is one. That has got to be one of the prettiest cars I've seen on a Jeep lot.
Absolutely, and the blue. And you notice that they had the black top to really set them off on some of these models. They really stand out.
And then the black trim with the chrome that goes along with it. I mean, that just pops coming down the road.
Yeah, and when you look at the car, it's got that Grand Cherokee front end on it. It looks like a mini Grand Cherokee. And it's got all the same features that a Grand Cherokee has, you know, 4-wheel drive, leather interior if you want it, the sunroof, navigation, anything you want, this car will do it.
Well, you know and I know, Steve, you've been in the car business a long time, and I go back to Mom and Dad. You know, you were replacing cars every 3 years back in the day.
Yeah.
Today they build these cars So you ain't got to worry about it. When you're paying for that car for 5 years, 6 years, whatever the case might be, these cars are built to go 10. I mean, beyond. I mean, they're just built if you take care of them. And I want to get to that part of it because I'm telling you, I got my hats off to the guys in the service department. I come in here for an oil change. They check everything when you do that. And they just want to.
I'm glad you said that, Tim, because I'll tell you what. I have a neighbor, great guy, sold him a car and everything like that. But he works far away, and he takes his car to get his oil change where he works at because that's what's convenient for him. And he's put 80-some thousand miles on this car in 2 years. He had an accident, okay? Guess what? We got the accident. We got that taken care of at the body shop. When the body shop was putting everything back together, they noticed that his brakes were shot in the rear, okay? And it was metal to metal. There was no brake pad left. It was on the caliper, and it had worn the rotor down to almost 1/8 to 1/4 inch in thickness when they're usually 1.5 inches. That's how bad it was. It broke the piston on the caliper and blew the master cylinder out. Why am I saying this? Because exactly what you just said. When you take your car to the dealer for the oil change, it's the same price as it is to go to Jiffy Lube or Valvoline or whatnot. But the difference is we're checking your whole car out for free. We're checking the brakes, we're checking the tires, we're checking the battery, we're checking the fluid levels, and we're letting you know, hey, you got green lights on all this, or hey, you got a yellow light here. You don't need it now, but maybe in the future, or you got a red light. That's when you got to do something. Okay, that's what happens when you service the car at the dealer. And
they did the same for me. Some things were going on, you know, and the nice thing is because I still have a warranty, you know, so it was taken care of. I mean, but they check things that I would never think of checking.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to do. They get to know your car. They got the whole service history right in the computer, right in front of them. They know exactly what happened with the last oil change, the last check, what the miles was, everything like that. They take a little computer pod out. They plug it right into your car. It downloads all the information from the factory on if there's any campaigns or recalls or any kind of updates that need to be done to the car's computer systems for you, and it all gets taken care of in one shot.
And the nice thing about it is the way you got it set up today with the quick lube, as you guys refer to it. You know, the longest I've had to wait, and I had to, you know, I was doing something else at the time, so it didn't bother me. But I had to wait 35 minutes one day, Steve.
Yeah, there's coffee, Tim. There's coffee.
Yeah, but that's your goal is to get them in, get them out, and to do all those checks and everything. It's not just, and every time they finish, I get a detailed report of what they've checked and where it's at.
That's what it is. And Tim, you know, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times to everybody that works here. Okay, you pay for your car once. Okay, but you service it many times over the life of that car. And folks, service is important, okay? If you're not getting your car serviced properly, you're not taking care of your car, and your car's not going to take care of you. So bring it in, have them check it out. It's under warranty for 3 years from stem to stern. I mean, the only thing you're paying for is your maintenance, but have them check it out. And if there's any warranty campaigns that need to be done on it, they're done. If you need brakes, they're going to let you know. If you're starting to see the air in the tires, they're going to let you know. I mean, your car will take care of you if you take care of your car. And, you know, service is very, very important. We sell you the first car, but I'll tell you what, the service department sells the second, third, fourth, and fifth cars because the customers come back because they like the service.
You know, back to, once again, you can find out more information by going to the website, Steve. What is that?
BrandywineJeep.com.
It's all there, folks, including the information and on the cars we're talking about, the service end of it, everything.
Credit apps, everything are on there. And before we head over to see Big Marty's used car operation over there, I just wanted to make mention of, on that special line, we also have a very rare piece up here, and that's a black Sport Appearance Express truck up here, which is the brand new Ram DT truck. And if you don't think this is a great deal, you don't know a great deal. $52,455, all new 19 Ram blackout package with the double panoramic sunroof up top, all the gear loaded up inside, over $10,500 off. We can't even keep these cars in stock, and this is one of the ones that we selected to get the 15% rebate in order to get down to that kind of price. You won't find that anywhere. I dare you to even find another truck out there that's the Black Express like that has a sunroof, because I specially ordered it in, and I know.
I'm telling you, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous pickup truck, because usually, even on the pre-owned side of it, when they get on there with all blacked out, they don't sit for more than a day. I mean, these things move.
No. We've got them coming from, Maryland and New York and Jersey and Pennsylvania for these Blackout Express trucks. And look at the truck next to it. Brand new 4x4 for $31,000. Brand new. I mean, I don't know where you get a deal like that, but they've got to be that select inventory that we're talking about, because they get them extra rebates in order to get there.
Yeah, and of course, before we leave, because it is summertime, we pulled up and we came down here, and the cameraman he said, "There's my vehicle.
There's my car." That's the Rubicon edition of the Jeep Gladiator, and folks, it's a Wrangler with a bed, and it does everything a Wrangler does, except it's got a longer wheelbase and it rides better. You can take the T-tops off here and ride wide open with the T-tops off. Okay, the interior, look at that. All loaded up with leather and everything, and a touch screen in there. You could take the back hard top off, so you're just riding around with no top on. You could take all that stuff off, still have your pickup truck bed, have everything in there, go to the beach, go wherever you want. Got a nice back seat back here.
Look at the size of that.
Look at the size of this. Air conditioning vents right here for you. You got a plug-in for a regular plug. You've got USB plug-ins. You've got huge speakers right here. So when you take the top off, you're not going to have to worry about hearing the radio. Everybody on the road's going to hear the radio. So a great, great, great sport utility vehicle with a pickup truck bed.
Yeah, and I love it because they actually got a little window out in the back there that opens up too.
Yeah.
Get some breeze going there, But these, to me, out of everything that's come out in the last 5 to 10 years, this is the hottest thing on the road. These, and they're going to get hard to find, Steve.
Absolutely, I've got them, and we're selling them. And there's other dealers that are charging over list price for them. We don't do that. We don't believe in that. If you see right here, we've got like 6 of them lined up in a row. And then just take a look at just take a look at the selection of Wranglers we got. Look at it. It looks like a pack of Skittles. We've got green, yellow, gray, orange, blue, red, white, black, silver. We've got them all.
Well, you're allocated by the amount of Jeeps you sell, and you sell more Jeeps in the state of Delaware than anybody I know.
Absolutely, and we've said it before, and we'll say it again. We're not here to collect them; we're here to sell them. This ain't a museum; it's a car dealership.
Yeah, and when you say that, I mean he means it. I mean, and we talked about this last show. I think it's important, Steve, before we go over to see Marty. When you put a price on it, folks, you don't have to worry about negotiating everything else. Look at everybody else's. Look at the price there. The other ones, you have to go in and negotiate that down. There's the price. Come in. Let's get a deal done and get your monthly payment right.
Yeah, and our prices are right online. They're all discounted, and you'll see it's very plain. It's very simple, okay? If you look at some of these other guys, look at the fine print. I mean, they're adding, after the price, they're adding a destination charge back in. It's already on the window sticker of $1,495 from the factory. They take that out of their sale price. Your second cousins through marriage, their last name has to be like Brubaker in order to qualify for this rebate. And they've got rebates on there that you'll never qualify for, folks. We try and be upfront and give you that price that is good, and you can come in, pick, pay, and drive away.
Yeah, and that's the way it is, and it's all about family here. I'm one of the family members, and on my, not that it means anything, but I'll tell you, if you're looking to buy an automobile, you deserve to go to the website, check out what they have at Brandywine Chrysler Jeep, or better yet, just drive over. Conveniently located here on the Kirkwood Highway in Wilmington, Delaware. So easy to get to, Steve.
Real easy. We're in the middle of 3-4 states, and we sell to all of them. And we're not far from any of them. So come see us. I guarantee it'll be worth the drive, folks.
Now it's time to go look at Handpick.
See, look at them hand-picked cars Marty's got over there. He's got some nice ones.
And as I make my way over to Marty, the hand-picked car guy, and and that's become a reputation of you now, and I apologize for putting that out there so much, but you do. I mean, I want people to understand how much effort you put into looking at an automobile before it hits the lot.
Absolutely, Tim. And I'll tell you, everybody that's been watching the show, I get phone calls and they say, I see you on TV. I look at your cars. You got a nice selection of cars there. And I'll tell you what, recently we sold a lot of Jeep Grand Cherokees, 2016s, 15s, and 17s. So what I've done is I've gone out and I'm going to call it restocking the shelves with those premium pre-owned Grand Cherokees.
And when you talk about that, because there's a lot of them to shop from, but it takes something special to get on here and be a hand-picked Marty car. That one doesn't have the certified sticker on it, but it's still on your lot. That tells me that's a great automobile.
This one's still in the process. I can only do so many at a certain time. This one will be certified. It's just in line to get done.
Yeah, but when you talk about certified, because I'm looking at a row, and it takes special, not only hand-picked Marty stuff, but it takes Chrysler's hand-picked stuff to get in a certified sticker, because what do they get for that, Marty?
Actually, again, with the certified program, what a customer gets is, just going to give an example. When they buy, this is a 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. When they buy the car brand new, the factory warranty is a 3-year 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 5-year 60,000-mile powertrain, and that's it, okay? When we pre-owned certify the car, it gets the 3-year 36,000, plus it gets an additional 3-month 3,000 of max care coverage, and on the powertrain end of it, it gets a total of 7-year 100,000. So that's an additional 2 years and 40,000 miles. That's a great plan.
I'm telling you, and then peace of mind is what I call it. That's the plan I call it. We're going up through here, 2017. 2016, and folks, when they're sitting out here, there's a blackout. We got to do that one. Steve was bragging about his blackout over there, but I tell you what, you want a deal on a vehicle, a hand-picked Marty with a certified longer warranty and all that. Look at this baby, Marty. Can you tell me about it?
That's a 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's called a high altitude. Okay, so it's an Overland with the blackout package on it. Everything on it, tow package, panoramic moonroof. It has the adjustable suspension, the heated and cooled seats, navigation. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. On this one here, if you look, we put 4 brand new tires on it. We do it when they need them, part of the certification process. It's a beautiful truck. And like I said, it's 30,000 miles on it. And stop in and I'll take a look at it and drive it, and I guarantee you'll buy it.
Yeah, you hear the response. As soon as we started talking about it, it's like a fire sale. Cops coming by everybody. But that's when you pull up behind somebody. I know when I see something like that coming up behind me, I'm like, I got to get over. That might be.
Tim, I just want to tell you, I think the last show we only had 4 or 5 Grand Cherokees, folks. I now have 17 pre-owned Grand Cherokees in stock, anniversary editions, limiteds, Laredos. Like I said, I just about have everything you can get in the Grand Cherokee.
And when you say that, because they're all pretty much the same except the Laredo and the Limited, it gives you different bells and whistles.
Well, it's all about price range, too. I have a 2015 Grand Cherokee Laredo at 47,000 miles, a really nice vehicle. It has the big 8.4 radio in it, and navigation's been added to it, 18-inch wheel group, and something like that is $22,900. And I have them all the way up to, say, $32,900 for a 2016 Grand Cherokee Anniversary Edition with 22,000 miles with all the bells and whistles you can get on it.
Yeah, so it depends, like you said, your pocketbook and better yet, your payment plan. And today, with the Feds just dropped interest rates once again, Marty. That means all the interest rates kind of come down a little bit. So today's a great time to go shopping. I mean, when you're talking about that, some great deals being had out there for everybody.
Absolutely, folks. Rates are great, terms are great. We've had a lot of customers come in here. They're looking for a $20,000 car. We ask them why, because they have a certain payment range they need to be at. But I'll tell you, we've been able to put those folks in maybe in a 16 or 17 Grand Cherokee, a little bit longer term for the payment that they're looking for.
Yeah, and it's just unreal to me that the nice thing about it is the guys, like I said at the get-go, working with you. It's a family down here. Marty, how long you been here now?
Tim, I've only been here 35 years this month.
Yeah, and when you talk about that, we talked about the guys in service and how long they've been here. Now look at the guys behind the desk up there, the people that point you into the right person and help you get the problems resolved and that type of deal. You know, it's a family because they've all been here. I mean, you grew up with these guys.
Absolutely. I started here in 1984, and like I said, when I came here, I really didn't know a whole lot. I've got a good education over the years. You get a good customer base here. There's no sense if you like it, you like where you work, and you love your job, why not stay?
Well, I always tell people, and that's the way I look at things, when you go to a place constantly and it's somebody different to deal with, somebody different to deal with, somebody different to deal with, if they're not treating those folks right, are they treating the customer right? And I know here, I see it being the way they treat the folks here, same way they treat that. And you guys take that from the top and pass it out there to the customer is very important.
Absolutely, Tim. It's from the ownership down. You know, they treat us, treat all the employees with a lot of respect. I mean, it was funny. Last Friday we had an employee appreciation luncheon. First time I've ever seen that as long as I've been here. You know, the showroom got cleaned off. We brought in tables and chairs, and Steve Boyd went out, and we got a big spread for lunch for all the employees, including our body shop employees.
Yeah, but when you're talking about that, you know, it's the little things that it's a slap on the back. Hey, great job, guys! And I tell you, in the last 2-3 years, you guys have really spun that even more than ever toward that customer. And because the majority of your business, when somebody did the study, they said, wait a minute, it's all repeat business.
If you take care of the customer like we do here, somebody comes in with a little issue after the sale, I'm never going to say no. These people spend their hard-earned money with us. And if they're buying a quality car, like I say, we want to make sure everybody stays happy. We believe in happy customers.
Yeah, and I was looking at, because one day I was coming through the showroom getting ready to do a show. Customers there, in fact, we got a chance to interview them. 13 cars they've bought, and then they're in there buying another one. Families, generations of families, because you've been here for 35 years. You've seen where you sold daddy a car, and then the son comes in and buys a car, and now he's putting his girl in a car to go to college.
Absolutely, Tim. And, you know, folks, we really appreciate your business. You know, make sure you stop in again and see us.
Yeah, it's all here for you. Brandywine Chrysler Jeep on the Kirkwood Highway. Great deals going on Grand Cherokee. Right now, you can't go wrong. The special line, we ain't got time to run through that, but it's all here for you. You got a Grand Cherokee over there on that special line, though.
That's a Jeep Cherokee over there. 16 Cherokee, 18,597. Fully Chrysler certified, great car, great price.
That's a big looking Cherokee. I guess it's
Cherokee. Yeah, it's a Cherokee Latitude.
Yeah, it's got a great look to it. I thought it was a Grand Cherokee. Looks bigger than mine. I want a new one. No, it's all here for you once again. Brandywine Chrysler Jeep on the Kirkwood Highway. Go to the website, folks. You can look at all the vehicles. They try to keep it up to date as fast as Marty brings them in and they go out. It's hard to keep the pre-owned up there, but you guys do a magnificent job with it.
Folks, we hope they're all here when you stop in to see us, but like I said, I'm always moving inventory around, so if I don't have it, I'll always have something for you.
Till next time, for Steve Boyd, for Marty, and the entire gang inside that we don't ever get to see and talk with, and we'll see you next time right here. Brandywine Chrysler Jeep on the Kirkwood Highway.